Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about preparation of acids. So let us see what are the different methods by which we can prepare acids. First method is by synthesis. By synthesis. And synthesis is the method by which we can combine two elements to give one compound. And using this method, we can prepare only binary acids. Binary acids are those acids which contain two elements. So using this, we can prepare only binary acids. So let us now see some examples how to prepare binary acids using this method. So when we take two elements like hydrogen and chlorine, it will give hydrochloric acid, HCl. Now you can see this is an acid which contains two elements, and out of these elements hydrogen is essential to be present. In all the acids it is necessary for hydrogen to be present. So we have this as one of the acids, binary acid. Second, we can also prepare by taking hydrogen and bromine, and this will give hydrobromic acid. Similarly, hydroiodic acid can also be prepared using this method. So this is the first method to prepare. Coming to the second method, which is by the action of water on acid oxides. Let us see. Second method is action of water on non-metallic oxide, or we call it acidic oxide. So when we add water to this acidic oxide, we may obtain acid. We have the examples like sulfur dioxide, when added to water, will give H2SO3, which is sulfurous acid. Similarly, we can take SO3 plus H2O to give H2SO4. Now this acidic oxide which gives acid on addition of water to it, they are called acid anhydride. Acid anhydride. So we can say for sulfurous acid, the acid anhydride is sulfur dioxide, and for sulfuric acid we have the acid anhydride sulfur trioxide. Let us see some more acid anhydride that can give acid. We can take carbon dioxide plus H2O to give carbonic acid. Then we have NO2, nitrogen dioxide, when added to water we will get two acids this time. You can see nitrous acid and nitric acid. So nitrogen dioxide, when water is added to this, then it can give nitrous acid and nitric acid, that is two acids are formed. And such acid anhydride which gives two acid with water they are called mixed or double acid anhydride. So here nitrogen dioxide is mixed or double acid anhydride. Now coming to the third method, which is oxidation of non-metals. Oxidation of non-metals. So there are certain non-metals that can oxidize to give acids. But in order to oxidize these non-metals, we need a strong oxidizing agent. And we know that concentrated nitric acid is a strong oxidizing agent. So using this acid, we can prepare or we can oxidize certain non-metals. So we have certain non-metals like sulfur that can be oxidized using concentrated nitric acid to give sulfuric acid plus nitrogen dioxide and plus water. So you can see here that we have got a sulfuric acid using an oxidizing agent, and here sulfur is the non-metal getting oxidized. So we can say sulfur has been oxidized to sulfuric acid. Now we have another non-metal like phosphorus. This can also be oxidized, and phosphorus oxidizes to give phosphoric acid. So this is the reaction. So we have these two non-metals that can oxidize into their respective acids with the help of oxidizing agent. Now we have the last method, which is displacement method. Displacement method to prepare acid. And using this acid we can prepare a volatile acid using a non-volatile acid. Like hydrochloric acid can be prepared, nitric acid can be prepared, but for this we need a non-volatile acid like concentrated sulfuric acid. So let us see how can this be done. For example, NaCl plus CONH2SO4. When this is heated to temperature less than 200 degrees Celsius, it gives NaHSO4, that is sodium hydrogen sulfate, and a volatile acid called hydrochloric acid. So you can see here that hydrochloric acid is a volatile acid and sulfuric acid is a non-volatile acid. We can take one more example like KNO3, which is potassium nitrate. We can use this with the help of sulfuric acid, CONH sulfuric acid. Again we will take the temperature below 200 degrees Celsius and it gives potassium hydrogen sulfate and nitric acid. So this time we have nitric acid, the non-volatile acid. Volatile acid. So we have prepared another volatile acid using a non-volatile acids like sulfuric acid. So these are the four methods to prepare acids. Next we have properties, physical properties of acid. Regarding the taste, we know that all acids are sour in taste and mineral acids are highly corrosive in nature, and this is the reason why we are not supposed to taste or even touch this kind of acids. Now we have certain acids which exist in solid state. Though most of the acids exist in the liquid state, but certain solids exist also in a solid state, like citric acid, tartaric acids. These are the examples which can exist in the solid state. But you should know most of the acids, they are in a liquid state only. Next is indicators. You know, indicators are those chemicals that can identify the solution as base or an acid. That is, we can distinguish between acidic solution and basic solution using indicators. Like we can use litmus, that is blue litmus will be changed into red in an acidic solution. Then we can have phenolphthalein as another indicator, but phenolphthalein will remain colorless with an acid, that is acid does not affect phenolphthalein. Methyl orange can be changed into pink using acid solution. Now we have one more special type of indicator which are called olfactory indicator, and these are the indicators whose smell is changed either in acidic solution or basic solution. Now we have certain examples of such indicators like clove oil, then we have onion. So we can use this as an indicator to identify acidic or basic solution. For example, onion, as we know, it has a characteristic smell. A basic solution will destroy the smell of onion, but in acidic solution there is no effect in the smell of onion. So this way we can distinguish between acidic and the basic solution. So we have olfactory indicators whose smell will get changed or will be destroyed either in acidic or basic medium. So this much we have for today. We'll come with the next topic in the next class. Thank you.